It's your hashtag FastFive for Monday, February 15th. I'm Andrew Palczewski in Washington. Political battle lines are already being drawn following the death of U.S. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. Scalia, who was 79, died Saturday of natural causes. Appointed to the High Court by President Ronald Reagan in 1986, Scalia was known as one of the court's most conservative justices, calling himself a strict adherent to the U.S. Constitution. Shock over Scalia's death quickly turned to speculation, with reporters, including VOA's Steve Herman, settling on one name, Circuit Court Judge Sri Srinivasan. Srinivasan, born in India and called the Supreme Court nominee in waiting by the New Yorker magazine, would be the first Asian American Supreme Court justice if nominated and confirmed. But the conversation wasn't just who the next Supreme Court justice would be, it was whether or not President Obama would be the one to fill the vacancy. Texas Senator and Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz said the next president should appoint Scalia's replacement. Cruz, of course, hoping that that next president will be him. But author John Green notes this irony. Scalia was a strict constitutionalist, yet keeping President Obama from filling the vacancy would seem to subvert the U.S. Constitution. There was no disagreement, however, at a Republican presidential debate held just hours after the announcement of Scalia's death. The debate began with a moment of silence, but that was where the silence ended. From there came 2 hours of what many say was the most contentious debate of this presidential campaign season, marked by fiery exchanges like this one between Jeb Bush and Donald Trump.
I am sick and tired of him going after my family. My dad is the greatest man alive in my mind. While Donald Trump was building a reality TV show, my brother was building a security apparatus to keep us safe.
The audience seemed to agree with Jeb, according to Amanda, who used the boos against Trump as her marker of support, or lack thereof. Meanwhile, Sam Sanders, no relation to Bernie, compares the raucous debate to the drama of the Real Housewives reality TV series. I fully expect someone to flip a podium soon, he says. Coming up, brother, can you spare $1 billion? Have you ever gotten those spam emails promising you great rewards if only you loan out some money first? Well, it's basically what happened this weekend between one of the world's most well-known musicians, Kanye West, and one of the world's most well-known tech titans, CEO Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. In yet another bizarre series of tweets, which seem to be Kanye's calling card these days, West tells Zuckerberg that he's millions of dollars in debt and asks him to invest $1 billion into West's ideas. I know I can make the world a better place, Kanye implores. I've done the impossible. I retook the throne of rap. I beat the fashion game. 2 quick tips for Kanye. First, if you're $53 million in debt, maybe start by asking for a smaller amount than $1 billion. And second, maybe don't use Twitter to reach out to the CEO of Facebook. Yeah. Of course, this could all be a way for Kanye to drum up publicity for his new album, The Life of Pablo, especially since the Grammy Awards are tonight in Hollywood. Kanye also tweeted that he won't attend unless The Life of Pablo wins Album of the Year, despite the fact that the album just came out several days ago, missing the nomination deadline by about 4.5 months. Tomorrow, hashtag VOA will have a complete Grammys wrap-up, who won, who lost, and yes, what Kanye did, because he's sure to do something ridiculous. Tune in tomorrow, voanews.com/hashtag VOA. Up next, winter is here. The wildly popular HBO series Game of Thrones is returning for its 6th season after a 10-month hiatus, but the cast might not be. In a new trailer for the show, it appears that all the show's main characters are dead, or at least their disembodied heads are encased in stone. This, as is the case with anything related to Game of Thrones, has sent the internet into a tizzy. Kristen can only use this gif of comedian Tina Fey to express her feelings about the supposedly dead characters. Keyboard Hulk even says he's hyperventilating a little bit, and it takes a lot to make a Hulk hyperventilate. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you back here tomorrow.